All right. Looks like we are live.
Awesome.
Hey, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Let's see how many people we have today. Because I'm reading this AI engineering book, and there is a very nice diagram in that book that
Mhm.
shows the fraction of open source projects from AI space and from any space in general. And the
Mhm.
conclusion is that all AI tools on GitHub grow 3 4 times more 3 times faster than regular tools.
Oh,
So
okay.
look at LangChain or even our incubator libraries. They sort of gather more stars within a year than I don't know React got within like 5 years, 4 years. So
Mm.
um, let's see if this live stream follows the same and we end up having more people.
Yeah, I hope so. That's an interesting metric. I didn't know about this, but like Kali got a lot of stars like immediately, uh, which is
Yeah,
yeah the project
almost as
we've
many
been
as you,
working on.
the bottom taps.
Yeah, yeah, and like in a shorter period of time. So
Yeah, that is interesting. Honestly, that project is sort of in the undefined space. I am still trying to figure what to do with it. Um, I got a bit tired, to be honest, of building those AI tools because they are very non-deterministic. So I never saw the end goal for whatever I was.
mhm.
So now I'm hoping to get more into building, stuff like you build, which you can see the end goal within the next 2 weeks. But
Yeah,
eventually, I have to get back to that one as well.
yeah. That like when I worked with you on Kali, it was like totally different programming than
Yeah,
what you normally do. Totally different. And
yeah,
testing stuff is like also non-deterministic. You get different results every time you test. So
exactly. Which is a bit crazy. From other stupid projects, I'm also, as you know, I'm also working on a new website, which is in Astro,
mhm.
and it's like you know, I'm doing everything but React at this point. So AI and HTML is a bit crazy. Uh, okay. So today, the idea is that we will build an application. And honestly, I have no idea what are we going to do. Uh,
Yeah,
like I've never used Replit. I have to say I love the UI. It's very clean. And because I'm building the website right now, I have to check the font size. Like I wouldn't be myself if I didn't 42 pixels. Interesting. 42, and this one is. I spent like honestly, Oscar, I spent like 2 weeks trying to get the fonts on our new website right. I don't think I got them right anyway, but that is interesting. Okay, so we have
yeah. The landing page is nice. I
yes,
like it.
we have Replit. Oh, this is also nice, right? Like the the color
Mm.
follows the hero. So we have this one, and we have bold.new.
Yeah. So the bold.news got Expo integration like last week.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but it's really recent. I didn't even know that Replit can do Expo,
yeah, they
but
were
we'll see. Okay.
they were like 3 days faster, maybe, or something like that. So yeah, I think we can split. So the idea would be that we can do it. We can try doing the same result on both. You
Okay.
try Bold, I try Replit, but maybe we can work on the prompts together because we have to figure out what are we going to build. I know the conference app, but that's the only thing I'm sure at this point. So
Yeah, we could maybe, because there is already a conference app, we could maybe
Right.
try recreating this, just prompting. This would be, I think, a nice challenge. I'm trying now to log into Bolt, but I'm not sure if I need to have a subscription or something for this to work, or is
Fine
there...
with the free account, at least for the
Okay. Yeah, looks
this.
like
Yeah.
I can start. Hmm.
But honestly, those tools are so amazing. Like I started I recently started using more of Cloud and more Grok rather than
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT. And like the deep research feature from XAI that I posted on Slack a few days ago is just crazy. Like I was doing some research for call for papers, and I basically said like this was crazy because I said I'm about to write an abstract for my talk
Mm-hmm.
going to apply to React Conf, let's say. So I asked Grok using deep research, check all the talks that were given at React Conf, React Universe Conf, and React Advanced Conf within past few
Oh.
years, and check the style, the sort of technical level of each abstract, take
Mm-hmm.
notes, and make the abstract for me. And you know what's crazy? Within like 2 seconds, it was already scanning like 25 pages of all the conferences. I don't even know how is it possible for it to research those pages that quickly, but the
Mm-hmm.
results were crazy.
Yeah, I asked the deep search Grok feature about myself, and it like searched through 65 pages of like every blog post I wrote,
Really?
and like LinkedIn and Twitter and everything, and like it gave me like an A4 page of a summary of everything I do, and like that I'm working at Callstack, who founded Callstack, like everything
Hmm.
about me. So yeah, this is also a dangerous for feature if you want to like get to know everything about someone. It's
I mean,
took like a
it's
minute.
to be crazy for like everything marketing and sales related. This is crazy tool. If you want to do like any sort of research, like
Yeah.
just a prompt that I was playing around with today was, let's say you are Oscar, one of the potential customers, right? And
Hmm.
you're very active on Twitter. I can use Grok to pretty much research the challenges or areas of your interest and take some inspiration of what is it that you're potentially interested in or working on. And that can help you
Hmm.
better understand the area of your expertise. And that is just crazy. Like that is so much time that would have been spent by a human otherwise. It's just
Yeah.
blowing my mind.
Yeah. I also think like I will switch to Grok probably,
And
because
it's fast.
now I use mostly cloud, but yeah, I've been playing with Grok for the past few days, and like it's been
Yeah.
really amazing. And the UI is also nice on mobile and on web. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. A last thing that I can tell is I've been building slides for, so I had two meetups last week
Hmm.
and I had to create two presentations within like 5 days. So usually I hate making slides. I hate making diagrams. So I would spend a lot of time working on these. And
Hmm.
I tried prompting both Grok Cloud and ChatGPT to make slides for me. And the one by Anthropic was by far the best. It actually was able, based on my bullet points, create entire slide with diagrams, SVGs.
Oh.
And I actually wrote it down as a guide. You can access it on our Notion. But the idea
Hmm.
was that, I don't know, I was trying to present the concept of React Native code sharing across different platforms. And it created
Hmm.
a whole diagram for me. Like, then I sent this diagram to an actual designer.
Oh yeah.
The result was I had slides that looked like I spent 5 months working on them in like to one day, pretty much.
Yeah, the diagrams feature is nice. I've been using it to like help me. So like I wanted Claude to explain me how like virtual functions work in C++, and he did me like diagrams of like this is what actually happens with the V table and all of these things
Nice.
like line by line, that like which is the stuff that compiler hides for you. And if you want to really understand what like how something is working, like those diagrams were really nice. So like this is my primary use case for AI, like currently, to help me learn something new. And like both Claude and Grok are really good at this.
Yeah, the learning experience is just amazing. One other example I have from today is I like we are working on latest release of Ultimate Guide, and we are. Obviously you know this because you wrote so much for it. And I was working with the design team on the print and the ebook version. And
Hmm.
we had a debate what font size to use, line height, font family. So I wanted to research what O'Reilly does use for their ebooks because I respect them for the print and a few other
Hmm.
popular printing companies. So I asked Grok to just do the deep research and figure out like what is it that they use, and it just in like 2 minutes I had factual complete breakdown of like this is the font family based on some Reddit R&D reverse engineering of people, and then like the actual spec.
Yeah,
Just
that's
crazy.
nice.
Just crazy, like, and obviously like you said, pretty well explained with all the details, graphic visuals if you need it. It is just insane.
Yeah. So
Cool.
if you are not using it, we highly recommend you to do
Yes,
so, because
exactly,
you're
exactly,
definitely missing out on a lot of
exactly.
things.
Exactly. And cool. So let's get started. I wonder, Oscar, if once you add screen sharing to the stream as well, if we can somehow create this interesting hybrid view where people can see my screen and your screen at the same time, or that will be
Yeah.
an overkill. But um,
Let's see. Let's
let's
see.
see. And meanwhile, I'll just log in. I hope I do have an account here, and then we can try.
Okay.
And
If I add my view to the stage, it just gets removed. Okay, picture
man,
in
this
picture.
is so crazy because Replit has so much in common with like our new branding is just interesting. But anyway, this is mine. I think I saw yours for a while. Is your if I add okay, if I add you to stage, it's like either of these, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to build a custom layout in StreamYard right
That's
now. So
so interesting.
okay. You can have only a single media slot. Okay,
Okay,
so you'll have to switch.
so this is Oscar's, by the way. If
Yeah,
you
so
want to see it.
I will be using both.
Okay, and
Um,
I'll be using Replit. So I think I literally have no idea. Describe an app site or you want to create. So what do you want to make today? I have like literally I've never tried Replit, and maybe we should click. Okay, this is the agent mode. So if we say a mobile application for a conference, Oscar, do you remember out of your head like what are the features we have in the conference app?
yeah, I just downloaded it in the background.
The App Store.
So yeah, so there's the schedule tab, which shows like each day. So day
Okay.
one, day two, we have talks listed. Then we have the bookmarked sessions tab, a second one.
Okay, so I will not tell
Uh,
it exactly what to do, but I will ask it to actually figure it out. So it should feature schedule. What else? You said
um,
speakers,
bookmarked sessions. Yeah, speakers too.
bookmark. sessions.
And the information is about venue and like everything around the conference. So like just info tab.
I wonder how specific do we have to be for this feature? Like, I don't think this is one shot. So we will have to go deeper. But do
Yeah,
you
we can also.
should we leave it as is, or should we, I don't know, maybe use Grok or Cloud to actually, based on this, create maybe a more detailed breakdown of the features and screens?
Yeah, this would be also interesting. Like we could also add some more description to the schedule page, as like there should be a list of all the talks, but you should also be able to click on the talk and have a sheet like pop up with the description. But maybe you two figure it out alone.
Yeah, so maybe for now we can just create a skeleton for the above without doing too much. Like I don't like literally I don't know if we have to do anything more. I will send this to you over Slack so you don't have to
Okay.
write this too many times. And I wonder what happens if I click improve prompt. Let's see if it will actually suggest that a web-based conference companion app that helps attendees navigate to the event access schedule core features. Interesting. File guide, colors. Okay, I don't
so
use file guide, so.
If anyone on the chat who is watching have a better idea for the prompt, feel free to share it.
Yeah, let's see if it will actually set up an Expo app, because maybe we are in the wrong.
Yeah, so I won't click to send my prompt yet. Let's see what Replit does. Like what's the flow?
It is trying,
and then we will switch.
Okay, it will
with the same prompt.
So far, I can see it is actually working much better, because Bolt will just start generating, as far as I remember, and Replit, on the other hand, is asking for the things. So I'll help you create a mobile-first conference web application. We can also native mobile app. Like I want native mobile app. I don't care about the web app at this point. Real-time schedule updates, yes. Attendee networking features, yes. Push notifications, yes. So this is pretty cool. We didn't have this with the Bolt, I guess.
Yeah, interesting that there is like ShotCN.
Yes.
I wonder what's gonna do about ShotCN.
For the mobile, right?
Yeah.
I think
it's not available.
Shimon was able to. Okay, what do we have here? SQL. Oh my god, that is interesting. We have an.
Maybe you can make your font a little bit bigger, because now I'm watching this on the stream and it's a bit small. Okay, yeah, it's better.
At this point, I don't even see what's going on here, but
you should be. You need to only see the chat box. We won't type any code.
Yeah, I wonder if this was a good idea to do it with SQL stuff. Like usually, I would say simple JSON is the easiest for this type of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like if this was an Astral page, that would be much easier to pull the data. Okay.
Because also the data would be static, so
yeah.
We done.
I mean, the problem is I don't really need the web app, but let's just see whatever is that it creates. It is quite nice UI. What else we have here? This is interesting. It seems like it will be quite comprehensive result. In the meantime, is this async? Let's see. Look,
so
this is pretty cool. You can have you have some tools. You can add dependencies, integrations.
Oh, nice.
Nice. This is like AI-driven workflow.
So we've got a comment from PCGS that he usually goes to ChatGPT, refine my prompt with some information about the project and ideas that I have, then go to Cursor or other AI to build the entire project. Okay, we can try that next. Like,
Yeah. So what do we have here? View schedule. Just one.
yeah,
Day 2.
okay. So it's not an Expo app. I don't
Yeah, it
think.
is not. So I think I will. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks like you have 3 apps created on the
Exactly.
left. So maybe now we can check how both handles this.
Yes. Please do this, and in the meantime, I will try to figure what
Okay.
is going on my side.
Okay, so I have the exact same prompt, and we can do an experiment with a refined prompt by AI later. So, like, when I clicked on build a mobile app, it like added this. So I'm keeping this. So I guess this will make a mobile app, or with Expo. Maybe I will add with Expo. Make a mobile app with Expo that is built for a conference, for our React Native conference or React conference. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and it starts to generate like
Oh,
immediately,
nice. It is. It
but at
is.
least it uses Expo, not a web.
Tabs.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was a good idea. Like I already saw, it is not using any storage, but it is
Mm-hmm.
relying on some data.js or whatever. At least I saw the days were hard coded, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the animation was nicer in Replit.
Yeah, because both
This
is
is just,
slow-ish the way it animates things.
yeah, okay.
Wow, that is actually quite fast. But will
All right,
oh, I see. So you
that's
need to
nice.
scan the QR code. So how are we going to show this on the screen? That is the question. Uh,
Yeah,
Maybe,
um,
Oscar, you can turn it on from the simulator on your Mac.
yeah, I'll try that.
Okay.
Um,
So in the meantime, I think I can go back here. I think previously we were creating an app with Replit agent. Now I'm just going to choose the template. So if I'm going to choose Expo template, hopefully that is going to be what I want. Get started. Click the run button to start the app. In the output, use the QR code to open the app.
oh,
So it's the same.
Gutek sent us a list of features for the app. That's nice. We
Where,
will integrate this
where did he send it?
on Slack. I will
Ah,
send it to you. But these are nice features like Conf ticket, make your own calendar, can scan tickets of other attendees. Oh yeah, that's nice. Stories, announcements for event organizers, and feedback sessions, rating of talks. Okay, so I scanned the QR code, and Expo Go launched, and I got the screen doesn't exist on my phone, so it's not the best start. But I will set up the simulator so you can also
okay. You
see
will
how.
have to set it up so we can also preview this one. Uh, we are starting this one. It is interesting because if I look at the logs in the console, it looks like it is being like it is not sharp. Kind of looks almost like if this was an iframe from someplace. But we can stick to the web version as well. We will see if it actually works. But the console stuff is pretty cool. It means I can actually, that would be perfect to build on an iPad because iPad does not really have um, the that kind of. So, can you, Oscar, try this QR code by any chance if you got missing screen? I
Yeah,
wonder. this one will work.
Just a second. I'm
I will have to
looking for Expo Go APK.
yeah.
Yeah. I have a simulator without like Google Play services, so
And unfortunately, we can't use iPhone mirroring because we are in Europe. So
yeah, actually I could try that. This
I tried,
is a
but for
good
me,
idea.
it's everything.
Like, but if you connect your iPhone to with a cable, you can still do it with QuickTime.
Yeah, it is. It is quite annoying. I don't have Expo APK on my device, but
Okay, but let's go with the APK. It will be easier.
okay. Once you find it, please send it my way as well.
Okay, I'm downloading some APK of Expo Go from APK Pure. I hope it works. When
You
it
got it
works.
from the App Store, right?
Yeah, I think it's an alternative app store. I'll send you this.
Okay, so at least I was able to get it, like to get the web version working here, which is pretty sick. So now we can slowly start building the feature for the conference. So Gutek gave us the feature description in Polish, and he wants generated conference ticket. Okay. So meanwhile, I will start creating.
Okay.
Create a create tab navigation with no, maybe without telling it what to do, but incorporate the following features into the application. We're building official conference application for React Universe Code. The features are schedule of the talks. The conference lasts 2 days. Speakers, speakers, single speaker, bookmark sessions, information about the venue, data come from a single file, maybe that in TypeScript, where data is hard-coded for now. Okay, so let's see what happens. Maybe I should have used the agent mode. No, this only one. So at this point, this pretty much looks like Cursor because it even has the same UI. It creates like it is Cursor Byte at this point, to be honest with you. Which, if that's the case, will be super slick because I think we will be able to actually get away with a lot of features.
Okay.
Schedule speakers looks like it is actually creating appropriate screens. Do we have the APK already?
Yeah, so actually like what I did is I ran Expo start and then it installed the Expo Go for me on the simulator. So like when you run npx Expo start, you press A, then it installs Expo Go for you. So as it was back in the day when you used Expo, but now I'm fighting with the QR code. So like I need to, okay, now I have decoded the QR code to have the URL for Expo Go.
Okay.
Finally.
I will do npm start, like you say, in the meantime.
Okay.
So, shit. Cannot resolve module npx expo start, okay. Plugin error. Speaker detail bookmarks, yes. Apply all, okay. I'm not even checking. Checkpoint made. Let's see what happens. Am I getting the same error? Looks like the page is not here. Okay, what is the structure of this file? Oh, okay, it is actually working. It is just that it took some time. So we have
nice.
2 talks at this point, day 2. What's funny, the day 2 is also empty. So let's see, what do we have in the constants, conference data? I only have 2 speakers, 2 sessions. Okay, so we have speakers. I don't know who these guys are. React Pro. And then we have some other stupid things. Okay, so back to chat. Continue adding remaining tabs and remove Index Explorer as they were there by default. So I will let you install and figure out the QR code situation while I'm doing the AI stuff, and then I will do the same, and you will be able to progress with yours.
Okay, I finally got this to work, so I can share the screen.
Okay, so let's just see what is the end result of this one, and then I will pass it over to you.
Okay.
But I'm actually quite excited because this is very sleek, and this is very smooth way to do it. Okay, except for there was some error. Okay. It is not so fast. It actually takes some time to rebuild it, which is unfortunate. Like, at least right now, see, it is restarting Metro Simulator every time you make a change. I would expect to do HMR update, and it is actually quite slow because that takes like 16 seconds. It is bearable, but okay, not super sexy. I wonder if cursor would have been slightly more efficient. Like, I can see what I'm getting with this one, but it seems like it will be a bit slowing me down. So let's see what it's like on your side.
Okay. So first thing that showed was that this screen doesn't exist. But now I asked that I got this screen doesn't exist, and now I can see something. Not sure why is it duplicated, but okay, we've got a nice switch
Pretty nice.
for
This
day
is a
one.
pretty nice UI, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I will ask maybe add some talks to the schedule. I want the talks to be clickable, which should take me to a new, let's say, pop-up with the details. We've shared element transition.
I think that will be, if that works, I will be genuinely surprised.
Yeah, this is always hard to do. What's nice about AI is that it doesn't complain. It just does stuff.
Yeah, will not tell me I don't want to do this because I'm lazy or too much work.
Yeah. Even like the hardest sentence at the end with the with shared element transition, and it's just like, okay, no problem. I will do that. Okay, so so that's an easy mistake. Unexpected token in this file in line 12. Okay, yeah. Okay, I can see, like in every line there is this problem. Okay, let's fix it. Maybe I ask AI to fix it, but
So seems like so far at least we are slower than we would
Oh,
have been if this was. Oh, actually, that was same issue.
yeah. But the UI is still
Ah.
pretty cool. So
Did I see
let's
the animation when you change the tabs? See the
uh,
so the animation on the day two. You click day two, and there is
no, it's just switches.
what kind of pop up is this actually?
Yeah, I think this just tries to navigate to a different screen, but the screen doesn't exist. So maybe, yeah, this is also cool about Bolt is that there are potential errors detected and it tries to fix them. So let's see other tabs maybe. Okay, this
Yes,
wasn't
that is
as
interesting
smooth.
issue.
Okay, yeah, now it worked. So we've got schedule, speakers, we've got bookmarks. Oh, nice. Now I can navigate here. Okay, that's cool. So now I can go back. This is probably an issue with the. So we've got tabs and we've got layouts and there's header shown false.
Uh,
But there are two headers. Like I'm not sure why
nested
that is.
navigators, maybe.
Yeah, that there are nested navigators, but like they have header shown to false. Maybe let's see here. Yeah, the header shown. Okay, yeah, this is way nicer. So Bolt decided to implement his own headers. So now we've got like how the way it's supposed to be. So we've got bookmarks. Yeah, we've got the venue. That's also
Oh,
pretty
this is
cool.
very nice. I wonder why does it look like Android, the header, but
Yeah, I don't know, especially because it's like the component that Bolt implemented. It's not the native header, but okay, okay, so now there is no shard element transition, but let's ask Bolt to implement the bookmark feature. Make bookmark feature work. This is probably like the worst way to prompt ever, but yeah. But let's see. Okay, it's using async storage. But
you know,
it's nice that it uses just an object without overcomplicating things like Replit did with the SQLite with in such a simple app.
oh yeah, that was quite crazy, wasn't it?
Okay, let's see.
I'm going to create a. By the way, in the meantime, I will actually create local new project with Expo, and I will
Mhm.
actually try doing that with Cursor because Replit is actually making some mistakes, and seems like it will be better to try the local one as well, just to see the results.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now there is an issue, but let's try to reconnect.
I know why it does look like Android because you're an Android emulator. I thought this was iOS. I just didn't pay attention.
Okay. Yeah, but I think like still it's the code that's going to be shared. So it's making the whole UI look like Android for some reason.
Yeah,
But
training data, right?
yeah, probably. But for some reason I can't go to this screen. It says okay, yeah, this Zuston issue it
Oh,
was solved.
so turns out that that is, you still need a bit of development skills to go with AI.
Yeah. Okay, so bookmarks. and it just fails. It's probably, let's see, index bookmarks. Oh, it didn't import the icon. And let's property. Okay, I won't fix it manually. Let's see. Okay, speakers, bookmarks. Okay, but how do I even bookmark something? There is no way to bookmark talks from the talk page.
Okay.
Okay, and I have to pay now.
You run out of it?
Yeah.
Oh. That is not good.
Okay, but what is on the index page? Okay, that's a weird issue. It keeps failing with this.
You run out of tokens pretty quickly, by the way. I am surprised.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, few. Oh, okay, so it's 500,000 tokens per day, and it's 1 million per month. But I used already the daily limit. But it was like 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5 prompts. So not too many prompts that you can do on the not paid version.
And then the problem is that it actually, what it does is it actually tries to repeat a lot of the things. At least when I was doing this with Bolt, the problem was it was going over package JSON every time I would change something. So if you want to, oh my God, this is crazy. If you want to figure it out for the purpose of the live stream right now, go ahead with it. We will deal with the cost later. And in the meantime, let me actually try with the cursor agent. I have a basic, fresh Expo app on the right side. We have agent prompt. We're using Chrome 2.5. And let's see what it will actually do. Pretty much same prompt. I'm just telling it to generate a skeleton. So let's see. It is listing directories, figuring out the structure. And now it will start by setting up the necessary dependencies in basic structure. What it wants to update in package.json. Most of the dependencies, so main navigation and screens. It will create layout. Okay, so it is doing some work, which is hopefully we get more interesting results for that. Should have told it to use a file for updates, but we'll see. This is also using material community icons. It does love this package for sure. Creating main schedule screen. The good thing with the local setup is that it doesn't restart Metro server, so I can just have fast refresh. Like this is this is super cool actually.
But Bolt also doesn't restart it. I edited something in the editor inside of the website, and I had fast refresh working. Okay, I've paid to Bolt, and I hope I can still edit the same project.
Oh, it is doing mock schedule, which is so amazing.
Okay, yeah, I can still work on the same project.
Great.
So let's see how cursor.
While mine is doing it, and then we will switch back. Are we ready to switch the screens?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
I think. Or is this a different QR code now?
Okay, I'll let you figure this out. So it is actually generating something for the bookmarks. So let's see what it did in the meantime. Generated the layout. We can see we have 4 different tabs here. I wonder why it didn't use the file navigation for Explorer. Whatever, we'll get back to it later. So it did create screens with icons, some UI, created bookmarks. It is mocking the bookmarks. So we can perhaps tell it to use Jotai or something like that with local storage for later. Um, Now it's
Let's see.
creating the menu. So we have bookmarks here. We have mocked bookmarks.
So you have to accept those.
Yes,
Um,
technically I do, but they will still be visible when I refresh it. It's just that I think it will throw an error until all of them are ready. Okay, so
okay.
transportation, nearby, like some mocked data, which to be honest with you seems pretty fair. So let's let it fix some type issues. Okay,
So,
nice. So this is the UI. I don't have the tabs, but at least UI wise,
yeah,
look.
it's nice.
I think Cursor has the best feel with the tabs. Like this is pretty good. And we have bookmarks. They're mocked, but it's fine. The only problem is we don't see the tabs on the bottom, and I wonder why is that. I wonder if it's because it's added here in the layout.
Yeah, I think so. You should like. Can you accept everything that, or you need to do? Oh,
Yeah, it will not change anything. So tabs are not visible. This is Expo router. Please inspect the layout and the way you did it and make necessary changes. Whatever.
let's try that.
I'm acting dumb here.
So we've got a question. Will we publish this project on GitHub?
If there is anything to hug.
Yeah,
If there
we'll
is,
see.
I would love to. Actually, I would love to. Maybe because we have to build the conference up eventually. So maybe we can, like, I'm thinking if we accommodate 1 hour per week and we just use AI all the time to build it, I think we would have very, very nice results relatively soon.
Yeah,
I have to run it. Right. So I think you're right, Oskar. It must be done as a tab folder. But honestly, the problem of live streaming and using AI is there is so much going on the screen at the same time that it's very hard to make sure that you're aware of like everything that is going on here.
yeah. So, like now that I paid $20 to
Yes,
Bolt,
let's give you the screen.
um, like I've used 150,000 tokens in 5 prompts, and I've got like 10 million of them. So, like few days, and you're out of tokens. But let's maybe try to squeeze in more information to each prompt, so like it can do more for tokens. So now we are at this stage where it kind of works. I'm not sure why there is this index page, but let's leave it like this. And I want this bookmark feature to work. So make the bookmark feature work from each talk page. Okay. Yeah. I said I will do more in one prompt, but I just wrote one sentence. Yeah, I hope that this will now make it so that I can actually save. Okay.
So I think what is interesting here is while I have to say it is pretty cool to have this setup where you can literally just use Bolt online on your iPad or something like that to build the app. I'm starting to see that there is a lot like two challenges. The first one is the speed, like could have been a bit faster, and also you cannot use Vim or like VS Code or whatever to edit it, which is pretty annoying, I would say, if we were to use this for like a month.
Yeah, there's the download, but I guess when you download it, you are just like on your own. There is no
Yeah,
AI.
that's the problem.
So yeah, cursor is definitely the solution I would stick to if I would write code this way. But yeah, I'm not writing code this way yet.
I mean, honestly, I'm not either, but I'm starting to like, I'm on the website that I'm building. I'm using Cursor a lot for like creating new content, migrating from CS file to JSON, or creating new pages, or analyze SEO on this page and fix it. Like, it's pretty cool. Um,
Okay. Where is this? Like, maybe I'm just blind, but I can see the bookmark button. It should do something, but it's just not displaying this button. Okay, let me try to like reconnect, and then we'll just go with another feature. If yeah, it's not here. I don't know. Okay, let's try to do one of the features like yeah, like the bookmark would be a big one, but allow this user to view its ticket in the app. Make a nice animation with reanimated, or maybe with reanimated and React Native Skia of the ticket.
oh,
Make the ticket 3D. I don't know. Nine. Make something cool. So okay, yeah. As you mentioned, like you can see that it regenerated like package JSON every time. It doesn't add just a new
yeah.
like doesn't add React Native reanimated to the package JSON. It generates a new package JSON every time. So maybe that's why. Let's see how my tokens are doing. Okay, 26,000, 2 prompts. So for an example with like clothes, I never had to worry about tokens or anything running out. But in both, I would fear about the tokens.
Yeah, it is. You have to be careful with that for sure. So I'm looking. I'm having pretty good progress on my side actually, but
Okay.
I'm trying to analyze what do we have here. Just trying to get around the structure. I
Okay,
see.
we've got an issue. Yeah, attempt to fix. Gesture detector must be used as a decent gesture handler root view. Okay. Looks like it got cannot read property create value. Okay. It's struggling with reanimated for sure. And
Honestly,
Skia.
in the meantime, let me show you what I have because I have
Okay,
pretty pretty good stuff.
let's see.
Uh, See, I was able to create a schedule with two tabs. Then I have speakers.
Oh, nice.
I have bookmarks. It hard coded, but I have venue information. And this one I got rid of because it does not exist. And now I asked it to create add new screen for single talk and navigate to it when pressing each row in the schedule. And so let's see what happens if I press it or ah, it actually did not create it. I have to apply it myself. Apply all. Okay. Ah, so let me create it.
Okay, so interesting. But yeah, your app looks nicer than mine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like it's not doing well with this idea of having animations with Skia. Maybe I would just delete this. It's too hard for both to handle this.
Yeah, I'm telling it right now to actually create a working navigation, but before we create working navigation, we have to move the mock schedule to a separate file so we can reference it from both places. So I guess as a good starting point, we can just create a hard-coded file. Oh, I know what's the problem. I have switched from composer to agent. That's why I have to apply changes manually, which is bad. So now let's back to the agent. I think the next feature that I think we could add later is maybe integrate some actual data for it. Like, the data does not really have to be hard coded. We could maybe get the JSON from somewhere, but JSON is good.
Oh,
Always could push it. So whatever.
yeah, I think like we could just to test AI, we could, for example, ask it to show the weather for this day, just to
Like
do
swap or
yeah, like the weather for the day. Like when you are on the day one, it shows like it's going to be sunny this day, and like just to test how it would do the request.
yeah.
Not sure if this is something you want in the conference app.
Yeah, I mean, we should have it like the home screen could be like usually those conference apps they start with a they start with something like the schedule. Obviously, we open the app for the schedule, but sometimes we want maybe like a feed with everything that happens. So what if we could have a live feed from Twitter, weather forecast, like everything to set you up with the company, and a bit more interactive stuff. Is this gonna work? Go home. What do we have here? Unexpected token in the data. I could fix it with the AI, but this will be faster if we find it. Schedule. Ah, classic. Always a problem when you have apostrophes. So this one will be just easier to fix manually. Okay.
Oh,
Look, beautiful. It does work. So we have
oh, nice.
tokens for each about the talk, about the speaker. Nice. And you cannot really tap coffee and networking, although we could add it as a feature where we can list all the options in the menu and maybe have a sponsored by section. So let's actually write it down. Now do the same with non-talk pieces in the schedule. We will, when pressing coffee and networking, we want to show the Wi-Fi password sponsored by display list of options to drink and eat in that part. Note coffee break will typically have coffee selections with some specialty, and lunch will have full course menu and alcohol, maybe no alcohol. This is pretty cool. If we can get the conference up built this way, like styling aside, somebody can style it later, I guess. I mean, really, you don't really have to like. To me, styling is secondary for the conference. Like, it should be just super cool. So, code aside,
Yeah,
you can build it. with AI in like 2 hours. I think that's sick. So what feature do we want to add next? Gutek mentioned we wanted to have conference ticket.
Yeah, I actually got the ticket, even animating, but just a second until we show it. Okay, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I would say it's pretty nice. I'm kind of surprised how good it works. It's still a bit, the animation is not the best, but maybe you can show my screen for a second.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You can show the animation. Yeah, it's using reanimated.
Oh,
I'm
wow,
not
that's
sure.
nice.
Yeah, so this is what I think Gutek wanted to see in the app. I'm not sure why is it moving like this.
How did you generate this? Did you prompt it to generate like Apple style ticket or something?
Yeah, so the first try, yeah, so allow the user to view its ticket in the app. Make a nice animation with reanimated and React Native skia of the ticket. Make the ticket 3D. And then I ditched React Native skia because it just cannot use it. I don't know, Bolt is not the best with skia, but it's pretty good with reanimated. So I had to delete the ticket manually because it was in a loop, like trying to fix the error, as you can see here. But after I removed the component manually, I asked it to create a new ticket, but only in React Native reanimated. And then I said to show a QR code on the ticket. And like you can see that dragging isn't the best. It's something is off with the dragging.
Maybe we can do this as well in my app, but you will need to help me understand how you prompted it.
Yeah, so let's see. So I would prompt it like allow the user to view its ticket in the app, make a nice animation with reanimated. So make the ticket 3D. So now let's see. Okay, so it's this code that was causing the repeat. Why is it moving so poorly? Like, okay, maybe let's remove this. Oh yeah, there's some set timeout. Probably that's why it crashes. Okay, it's better now. Still. So on begin brief rotate event change X. It's okay. I will try to maybe ask it to fix it. I don't know how to fix it on the spot. So yeah, let's make AI useful. Fix the dragging animation. It's acting weird when being dragged. Make it smooth. Okay. This is again probably not the best way to prompt, but maybe it can fix it even with a bad prompts. But it's nice that it even handles web in this code. It's pretty cool.
Man, I'm actually getting super deep into typing with agent. I'm fixing some types. Like honestly, at this point, I don't really feel like coding anymore. like coding UI is what more fun with this, to be honest. But still, having some technical knowledge helps.
Yeah, wow. So it's worse. The app crashes. Okay.
What are you using for this animation again? This is
reanimated and gesture handler. So the stack is good, but the the implementation is not the best. Okay. So does it crash when I remove everything? No. Okay.
Man, if you will see in a second what my application looks like, it will blow your mind.
Okay, let's switch to your
No, not ready yet.
application.
Not ready yet.
Okay.
Soon.
Okay, I will just remove the gesture. It's bad. Like a gesture that's crashing the application. It's not the best gesture.
Man,
Okay,
this is
but
weird.
But it looks nice. Like the ticket has a nice nice cutout here. Yeah, you just cannot drag it. Okay. I still want the bookmark feature to work, but maybe I can get back to the bookmark feature. I still can't see button on the talk.
You know, I'm thinking once we finish this conference application, we should put it up on GitHub as a white label template people can use. It is really annoying to me that every year we have to create it again. Like really.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now we are at 400,000 tokens.
You're tracking that.
Yeah.
So you're like almost 10% of your $20 plan, right?
Yeah. So like using this every day to solve everything would be expensive. But I guess it's maybe because it's also trying to run this. I'm not sure. Is it also using some tokens? Yeah, it's the bookmark button is still not here. Like, why? Why is it so hard for AI to add this?
I think the cursor staff will do it just fine, to be honest.
I think I would just make it like by hand because it's like there is a bookmark button. Oh, it even tried to do the shirt transition, but like it failed. It has some shirt transition tag here. So is it this screen that I'm now looking at? Yeah, it's this screen. So there is the title, and underneath the title should be the bookmark button, but it's not here. Okay, so let's see inside of the bookmark button component. It's pressable.
Meanwhile, I am telling cursor to fix some types on my end and create sticker packages with different tiers and logo types and stuff, so I can rent. Like honestly, seems like in an hour and a half I can recreate the previous conference application quite easily. I just wish we had JSON file with the last year agenda, but maybe I can quickly pull it out from somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know if it was public or was internal repo.
I think it was public, but I'm not sure. Okay, so there's use bookmarks thing, but where is it coming from? Hooks. Oh, okay.
I cannot find it. Maybe later we can check out the actual schedule from last year so we can work on something at some point.
Okay, let's see. So the issue was that it just didn't show the icon. So the bookmark button was here, but I guess community icons doesn't have an icon named bookmark, probably. Oh, it works. Okay, nice. Finally. So bookmarks feature is now
It works.
implemented. Yeah.
Oh, now you are. So I have a question. How is it implemented?
It's using async storage. And it got me a use bookmarks storage hook with like bookmark talks, add bookmark, remove bookmark, and then it's synced with the async storage to save the data. Yes, it's pretty okay. And it's also using, okay, so it's a Zustan store that's synced with async storage. So when we restart the app, the data will be here. So it's actually pretty okay. So we've got the ticket, the bookmarks, like.
Okay.
So we can switch to yours if it's ready.
Look at that. Yes, it works. Okay, so look, I have different, like, look at this beautiful different color for the row that is for the for the thing, right? And now look, you cannot bookmark it, obviously. So we have like we have so much cool stuff going on here. First of all, I created schedule, and schedule is of schedule item type array, right?
Mm-hmm.
So schedule item, I told it to create union type of a talk, coffee break, lunch break, and potentially other things we might have on schedule later. But
Okay.
this one I actually told it myself, like create update structure. So we have union type of talk break. Break is a union of coffee and lunch break. So I had to prompt it manually to do it this way. Then we have lunch break. So there is like some ID type. It's pretty nice. We have time detail and we have the talk. And then for the lunch break details and coffee break details, we have some stuff. So for example, if we go for the registration and breakfast, we have the sponsored by, and we have
Whoa,
the Diversa logo, the slogan, and diamond sponsor. And then we have the location, Wi-Fi details, and
that's nice.
beverages and food available in that break, right? So we can work this into a horizontal scroll layout with pictures, right? And maybe you can press it and it's going to look super fancy, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but we have this. And then for the lunch break, we have Meta, Diamond sponsor, same stuff, location. Potentially, we can have something like when we press the location, we can go to a different screen that will show you the conference map. And here we have coffee, and then we have like some stuff on the menu with like grilled chicken, gluten free, vegan. Uh, this one generated automatically, so I have no idea. Um, and then day two, obviously, there is Netlify. So looks like Netlify should sponsor our conference. And then for the venue, we don't have anything about sponsors, but we should incorporate it somewhere. So I guess now at this point, I should say what you tried to say. So at a local space with um, Jotai, use Jotai storage bottom and first the values in local storage. Uh, what do we want? Or maybe we will do persistence later. Implement bookmarking feature with Jotai. So there should be an atom that collects an array of bookmarked sessions instead of hard-coded ones. Make sure bookmark screen renders actual data, and schedule icon for bookmark is appropriately selected when session is bookmarked. So this one, let's see if it implements the bookmarking bookmarking feature. But this is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, this is pretty cool.
I'm trying to recreate it now, so we'll see how both.
I think, Oskar, there should be this feature on iOS when you press it, like this. Maybe it can automatically connect to the conference Wi-Fi. Like I remember when you have QR code on iOS and you press it, it will actually do it. So
yeah, this would be cool.
Man, this is like you know what I like about it is that you can just switch across the code and just like inspect it and make necessary changes yourself, like those desserts and stuff. Like this is pretty cool. We can iterate on it, but it's like
yeah, with Bolt you cannot even search across the files, so you have to like manually click to get to a file. It's like the AI is fast, but everything around this is slow. But let's see.
Yeah, the problem is, I think the difference is that with Bolt, you really have less control over the code. It's like you should not really pay attention to how it's implemented. And with Cursor, because I see the code, I have actual impact on like how I want the types to look like and what I want it to be. So I can turn something to union type and so on and so on, which is pretty cool because I can make something that I'm not ashamed of. Oh, now it figured we have to install Jotai. Oh, and because we're using Sessionize, the actual data will come from Sessionize. So, I need a lunch break. Nice. Yes. So we will use Sessionize for this stuff.
Okay. And now I'm going with the idea from Gutek to implement stories. So let's see how it handles like having stories.
Okay, let's see if the bookmarks are working for me. I think.
Oh, it worked, or?
I don't know. It didn't because. Ooh, and now the beautiful UI is gone because it had to change the. But let's see. Yeah, it works. See, beautiful. I can now remove it, and here I can do like this, and there it is. So now I have to change. I have to tell it previous UI for schedule was better, revert it, but maintain features and overall behavior you just added. Great. So actually, bookmarking was pretty sweet. Like another feature that I wanted to add is a virtual timeline where I can show this thing going down. And maybe I wonder if we could have something like infinite list where the tab automatically changes when I scroll down. I think this means it would have to be slightly different layout, Oskar. Don't you think? Like the top tab, the day one and day two should basically automatically animate their position when I scroll down to the day two. And when I press day two, it should scroll. It should not switch it. It should not be a separate screen. Oh.
Yeah, this would be cool too.
So it created the previous UI for me, as you can see. So it really nailed it, which is great. It just didn't update the bookmarks, I believe. Same, perfect. Use same UI in bookmarks. So I have two more features that I want to add before I consider this good enough at this point. The second feature is I want to use Jotai and persist it with the local storage across refreshes. And then another feature is the last feature would be adding additional tab, which will be my profile. And in that place, I want to fake your UI, which would be with this thing that you did. We can have a look what's going on here, see your struggle.
Okay, let's wait until this generates, and I'll show you what I have, because there's actually
And we are down to 5 million tokens only.
yeah. Let's see how many. Okay, 653,000. Okay, but yeah, as you can see now, there are stories. So what's changed is also that the grayed out events are coffee breaks. So now I can click on the coffee break and I get the sponsored by and available items, as you did. So for me, it's not Versal, but Coffee Bros. So, and the lunch break is sponsored by Green Kitchen. And there are some like available items. So there's the speakers, and I've added the venue map tab. So now I have too many tabs maybe, but like you can switch, for example, ground floor, first floor, and second floor, and it shows you what rooms are available on each floor. So that's also pretty cool. And facilities on this floor like free Wi-Fi, power outlets. So you can preview the venue map. There is still the ticket that you can preview. There are bookmarks that are not working. There's the venue information. And let's see. Okay, so the coffee, does the second day coffee break? Yeah, it's a different sponsor. Okay, and this is also a different sponsor. So let's see if the stories work. Oh, that's
You did
nice.
add the stories?
Yeah.
So what's the idea here? Who's gonna post this? We are gonna are we going to have stories, or this is pulling the data from somebody?
Yeah, this is like the um
And you have the timer for switching?
yeah, so this is not working as it's like on Instagram, but like it should switch to the next one. But you have to go back and click on the next one. So it's not the best UI, but the stories, I think it's just like announcements. Oh, it switched now. Announcements by the organizers.
I wonder if we could have a live feed from Instagram, from our Instagram, pulled through API. So whatever we post to the Instagram or Twitter, you would see it in the app. That would
Yeah.
be pretty sick. Because the problem is when you have the conference app, you have to change back and forth all the time. And sometimes when there is an important announcement or something going on, that is actually pretty cool feature.
So the idea from Gutek was stories, announcements, and updates from event organizers. So it does this, like welcome to React Conf, and then keynote starting soon. It stops when you press on screen, so it's the same as Instagram stories. Okay, so I would consider this like working. You cannot scroll, but yeah, it works.
And did Gutek maybe tell you about this additional feature I just came up with? Which, because I know he mentioned we wanted to make the networking slightly easier for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have the QR code. They generate the QR code themselves for networking. So when they come to somebody, they tell them the QR code. And the QR code is usually the QR code they generated from LinkedIn or
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else, right? And Gutek, listen to this because I know you're listening. This is super awesome idea. Let's generate QR code for every participant, and let's put the QR code on the badge. And also let's put the QR code inside the conference app. And when you scan the QR code, let it take you to dedicated user profile page in the app or on the website we have. And on that page, you will have all your details. So all your different profiles, everything about you. And some people will be able to just click and maybe go to your Twitter if you put that Twitter.
Yeah, so I think he mentioned this, but it's a nice idea.
Okay.
So he mentioned like contact scanning and exporting. Attendees can scan other attendees' tickets and save their contact to their database in the app, which can be exported after the conference. But yeah, it's a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm down. This is a good idea.
So Gutek also mentioned
for this stuff. That's my question. That's getting interesting at some point.
Yeah, so Gutek also mentioned personalized schedule. So, like, I'm not sure how would that even work. So you pick what you want to attend. So it's like bookmarks.
So you bookmark it. This is not a bad idea. Based on the sessions that you bookmark, it will tell you your itinerary, right? Like wake up at 7, get there on time.
But maybe on the schedule page, we could have like a checkbox or a switch that would like show only bookmarked. So then you have like a clear schedule.
Yeah,
so you
like
don't have...
why do we even need to have a separate bookmark tab? This is pretty useless. Let's have let's have the toggle, and that should just show you your stuff.
Add a toggle on the schedule page to show only bookmarked talks. Let's see. Okay, so we are approaching 1 million tokens used.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if this is like so hard to generate or is both so inefficient, but like it's a lot. So maybe I wonder how much Cursor is using, but I don't think it's using that much.
I'm not really tracking that. It's pretty cool. Like honestly, this is the first time I'm using agents throughout all the time, and I'm currently troubleshooting some issues, but I really want to catch up with the bookmarking as well. Like I
That's nice.
have the personal agenda as well, but before that happens, I need the user profile page, and in that page, I want the ticket because I'm slightly behind you.
Yes, that works nice. That's like maybe also make sure to show coffee breaks and lunch breaks when we click on bookmarked talks. Okay. Yeah, I can see why it's eating all the tokens. Like it regenerates all my data each time. So like the schedule, even though it has only 4 items per day, it's regenerated every time. But okay, let's see.
Yes, that is pretty awesome. Oh man, this is going to be such a great decade for building apps. Like honestly, I can just drink coffee for next 24 hours and have the application done.
Yeah, so GoTech messaged me to make it connected with like an external calendar on the... So like the personalized schedule would include your calendar events, if I understand this right. on the schedule page. And that would be interesting, but yeah, I don't think AI can handle this. Like maybe it can, but this would require probably some API keys and stuff.
For what? For adding to your calendar?
Or maybe it could sync
I
with
think
the
there's a
system
deep link.
calendar.
Maybe there is a deep link for that.
Or maybe it could sync with the Google Calendar on your phone or Apple Calendar, but still I don't have like the calendar logged in here, so we'll probably have hard time testing this. So maybe I can, yeah, this is weird. Like I still get this unable to find view state for tag 28. This error is like constantly showing up. I'm not sure if this is Expo Go or why is it happening, but it's annoying. Show speaker detail after.
Can you show me your ticket page? I want to recreate it.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, with QR code. Okay, so I have fixed all the screens now. Now I am generating that one. When I generate that one, I will try to catch up with something else because bookmarking I already have. I may need to add the storage for that. But I fixed some UI. Maybe we could have slightly nicer UI presentation for the food, like the horizontal carousel or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Like Bolt is constantly failing at strings. Like I'm not sure why, but it just
You have
cannot escape
to,
strings
yeah,
properly.
I had the same as well. You have to tell it explicitly to use backticks because it is breaking its like on the apostrophes. React Native
Yeah.
QR code is Fiji. What is the QR code module for Expo?
So I used AI for me used QR yeah, React Native QR code SVG.
Yeah, this is gonna work with Expo, I guess. So I'm installing that one as well.
Okay, and the speaker is broken here. Okay, so now can I press on the speakers? Or it's still not working? No, I can't.
Okay, I do have the QR code and I do have the ticket. I don't even know what the QR code supposed to do, but I am now telling it to do the 3D effect, 3D hover
Okay.
effect. It suggested to install React Native Reanimated, so I think we are good. I wonder if it will figure any other steps because there are some, I guess.
Oh, it added the speaker profile page. So now I can click on the speaker. Yeah, and it shows about expertise and other talks. When I do go to speakers, it also shows the speaker info. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty fast, actually. I hate the UI. Your
Yeah.
UI is like. By the way, this guy looks like Eric Vicenti from Far Far. Don't you think? Show it again.
Yeah, so I've seen this guy too many times. He's like the first photo.
Eric
Uh,
Vicenti, that's him. That's him.
yeah, maybe that's him. He's a principal architect, frequent speaker on React Server components. So
Yeah,
scaling.
that's why he's showing up here. Okay, I also need gesture handler. Looks like it. So I am installing it right now.
But actually, like the app is, it's not that bad. it's pretty good, I would say. I didn't write anything other than the backticks, so it's pretty good. Even the bookmarks work, or yeah. So it needs some polish for sure, but it's actually surprisingly good for like the version 0.
Yeah, you have very nice wallet design. Meanwhile, we can switch to mine, and I'm now telling cursor to fix the installation because it didn't wrap the app with gesture handler root view, which obviously caused an error. And now you look at that. Something is not working super well here, but
Yeah, at least it's not like the app is not crashing as it was when I had the animation.
but shouldn't it actually hover without tapping, or do I need to do it to sort of mimic the? I think I like.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
need to.
click it when you are faking this animation on your side as well, or you just hover with the
Yeah,
mouse?
yeah, you have to. So like user would also click with the finger, right? I think so. Yeah. So I also clicked.
Let's look like actual Apple Wallet passkey. Click it.
Yes.
A full size. A full. This is passkey, right? Right.
Mm,
That's too simple. Like
yeah. Passkey is like for
for the
home.
authentication, right? But
Yeah.
whatever, it's AI. It will figure out. I can just
Yeah.
overdo it because this is just looking too plain. That's my challenge. But meanwhile, I moved the sponsors slightly up here. I added the
Hmm.
Wi-Fi details, and I actually asked it to reuse the same Wi-Fi component here, so it looks the same, just for the sake of
That's
it.
nice.
I think we could have an if statement: if you're not connected to Wi-Fi, show this, and if you're
Hmm.
connected to Wi-Fi, do not show it. Um, but rather than that, I don't have this one. Like I'm behind you on the speaker details. Um,
So let's focus on your app, and I think we can wrap.
yes, let me just get up to speed with the ticket. I think this will be perfect. And
Yeah.
then I don't know what should we do about that, but I think tomorrow Gutek will be asking you and me to follow up with it. I mean, this is fine. It's just 3 4 hours and we're done. At least for the initial draft, I would say. Oh, I have to run
Yeah.
this.
So like the composer thing in Cursor is only when you have like Cursor Pro, or because there are like two ways of using Cursor. Like you plug in your cloud key and you use it this way, or you pay for the Cursor Pro. So you're like losing the second option, right? To get like everything in Cursor.
Um,
Or did you just plug in the key?
oh, it's interactive. That's interesting. No, I always had the Pro, so I don't know
Mhm.
what's the behavior of it without. Let's see.
Okay.
Did it improve it? Ah, see, it added those. I wanted those very bad. So
Yeah,
now,
that's better. Yeah, it's actually pretty good with the animation. It's not lagging like it was on my.
you wanna see how it's implemented? Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. How is everything in this
It's
file?
just like yours, pretty much.
Yeah,
And if
but
I
on
uh,
update it's more complicated with
go
the
into
interpolation.
go into me index and remove all unused variables, there's some ESLint warnings. I want it to be clean, and this is not good. And also maybe we can have nicer header because right now the header is taking a bit too much. Should be more like Apple, like Instagram like header on the profile. So we can have the ticket slightly more. I wonder actually, Oscar, if the ticket shouldn't be on the separate page. Like maybe in the top right corner, in the tab in the header, you should have the ticket icon. But realistically speaking, you don't really need this one too much.
Yeah, but like also, this could be. Not sure if this is doable like universally, but this could also be the pass that you show to the other people to scan your ID, so like they can find you and add you to the friends or something. Maybe you could, I don't know, make the animation that it flips, and on the other side it shows the. This would be cool. Like you flip it, and on the other side are your details, same as it's on the real badge.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's not bad. Could be like your personal ticket, which is depending on whether you're a yeah, pretty much. I think let's put user name and settings button to update it into the header itself from navigation. You still like the takeaway, I guess, from this live stream is that you still need to be a developer to do this. Like
Yeah.
the only reason we are getting that far is we know how React Native works, and we tell it, okay, move it to the header, move it to the bottom tab, so stuff like that. Which honestly is pain in the ass unless look at that. So we have the settings and we have the username in the header, which is great. So now just remove the rest from before the ticket. We don't need title, avatar, etc. Okay.
Yeah, like doing this without any knowledge about how React Native works would be hard, as like there were errors that were hard to fix. So I don't think this would be possible for somebody without like any programming knowledge to do. Or maybe he would just like try to smash the button that says fix the error, and then it would be in the loop where
Yeah.
I had just to fix it manually. But
Okay.
the integration with Expo is nice. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty cool that you can just. I don't like Expo Go because, like for example, my library doesn't work on Expo Go because you have to use pre-builds. But it's nice that Expo Go does this.
Yeah. I think we can park it where we are. I mean, I have a working bookmarks. I can bookmark registration. I probably should not be able to do this. One more update. Update the schedule. I should not be able to bookmark a non-talk session item. Man, the me page turned out pretty smooth. I like the effect. We have settings so we can edit the profile, and here should be like here at the bottom should be like everything written about you without scanning the QR code. So like all your profile information should be here, and the QR code should point to this screen pretty much, to 80 point or whatever. Nice. See, that is coding like great. Like honestly, beautiful.
Yeah, 2 hours, and we've got like almost ready for production application. just just a
Yeah,
few fixes.
we probably need some more, but look at that. We have very nice. We have atoms here. We have schedule with typings, which is great. We have sponsors with different tiers, and we have different tiers here as well. So
This would be a lot of typing by
yeah,
hand.
it's pretty completed. I mean, I would like to add maybe like Like I wish we had like a 3D map of the conference, like SVG of the conference of the map. Like maybe I can use ChatGPT to turn the map of the venue into SVG, and then we can somehow make it interactive. So you can zoom into it, and maybe you can press it, and then you can see what's going on. But getting there, like, it's pretty cool. Bookmarks, speakers, schedule. I think bookmarks we should move to the like remove this one, and that's what I would do. Like just like you said, pretty cool. So now we have to wait for Gutek to figure out like all the features that we need here, and then we can start working with it iteratively. I will maybe create a Git repo. Actually, I will ask Claude to do it. Initialize Git if not here. Create initial commit. Set upstream to, and now I will create a repo on GitHub just in the meantime, just to make sure we have it. React white label conference React users conf app.
But with Bolt, you cannot connect to GitHub or to any Git repo. That's a downside. So it's like only to get started with the app, and then you have to like eject the app.
It's pretty annoying. Like this one is much easier because it can just here's what you need to do. See, when did it actually switch from Composer? Oh, I think that's my mistake. Composer is much better. So let's see if it can actually create Git for me.
After all these changes, like just a summary, because I've been tracking the tokens usage, we are at 900, like almost a million. So, and you get 10 millions for $20. So you have to maybe do a bigger prompts to do more things at a time. I wonder if like for web projects, it uses the same amount of tokens, but you might want to use like the more expensive plan. Like for the $50, this would be probably like it's 26 million tokens. So this would be much better. 10 million it's not that much. And like the free tier was like 2 minutes and we were gone. So they'll probably work on some optimizations for the token usage at some point.
At this point, I'm starting to see limitations of tools such as Bolt and Replit. I mean, it's always nice if you can have it without your laptop, but
yeah,
honestly, nothing really beats the cursor-like experience where we can do it.
Yeah, it's good for starting out. Like you can even do it like I don't know on your iPad or something on your phone. But when you want to actually work on something, it's the limits. There are too many limitations to actually like use it. For example, for a project that's already an established project, because if you have like if you want to start from scratch, then like Bolt would be like V0, where you ask it for the initial idea, iterate on it, and then export and start working on your own, probably in Cursor. But you could also do everything in Cursor. So I don't really see. Maybe if Bolt would be like a extension to VS Code or something, but then it's
tricky. It's tricky for me to see the mode of something like Bolt or Replit unless we are talking about the promise of being able to run without VS Code and the whole setup. Like, could be
Yeah.
useful on an iPad, but honestly, like with the level of tweaks that this application needs to be ready for production, using Cursor is much better because you know whatever
Yeah.
breaks here, we can make some tweaks. Like, uh, yeah, like honestly, I'm
Especially with Git, like how do you work with somebody on this? I don't think you can invite somebody on both to work together. No,
yeah,
maybe with StackBlitz, because I can see the option to open in StackBlitz. So maybe here you can do more, but yeah, I'm not sure. So like both as it is today, it's nice, but just for starting, I would say. But then for already established projects, Cursor is probably the way I would go with.
yeah.
It's
I think I agree with you, and yeah, looks like we have it. Something is still broken here. Like I just need to figure why the home screen is not home is not is.
yeah. When you refresh, you always get this screen doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I also
because
have this.
yeah, I updated it, like I named it index, but
Hmm.
for some reason it Oscar, do you think we really need this? Like, just for setting the title of the page, I don't think I need to create layout. I should be able to just use this. There are some screen options, I guess, for Explorer.
Oh yeah, it's like trying to embed a new stack screen inside of this tab.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea, right? So I can.
So,
Where is the schedule tab? Oh, so I can do like this, right? I can have
but
some.
without this, yeah, it's like a different way of because of Explorer. Without this, you wouldn't have this navigation working.
Exactly. I don't
So
know if
it
that's how
has to
we
be
do it,
here.
but update tab for tab. Yeah, update tab icon for home. Rename the tab itself to schedule and must be first in tabs list. Okay, I mean, I think I'll just do some more work on this after we finish the stream. But rather than that, I think it's a pretty good progress. We are almost approaching 7, so it is around 2 hours. I think we could go for even more, but it is pretty impressive what we were able to accomplish within 2 hours, considering that we didn't. Um,
Yeah, we've got two apps, like two
exactly.
separate apps that are almost working. Um, so
Exactly. Cool. So I think, yeah, you already said the conclusion. The conclusion is if you are serious about building with AI, just keep on using Cursor or whatever is your current AI stuff. And you can't really I wonder like if these people who say on Twitter I was just able to code my entire app with bold, no developers needed, we are so over. Like, is this engagement farming or somebody's really doing that? Because like actual honest experience from today, not possible.
yeah, maybe with web, maybe, but like still, like Git, no Git, you can't even search through files. Like maybe if you prompt everything, then it's fine. But I also don't see people like going straight from bolt to production. You for sure have to export this and then like edit it on your machine.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, maybe there are some people doing this. Maybe we had just bad prompts today. I don't know. But yeah, I think we can wrap it up. So
Yeah.
So thanks everyone for watching, and we will probably see each other next week.
Exactly. That was fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you.
Bye bye.